recording in places, doing a guided meditation. And let's see if I can get this all to work. Okay, I'm a little bit late. I was with a client and now I'm done. But I wanted to do a short meditation this evening on connecting with source energy. And the reason I wanted to do that is because it's more important now than ever. And some of you know I've been talking about this in a few different emails and posts, and I just wrote an article about this on Wake Up World about discernment and something called false light, which is not not the light of truth, the light of pure unconditional love, but it can seem that way. Recently, I have been really connecting a lot with source, with creator, with God energy, and more than I used to do. And I was noticing and being reminded that when we quiet our minds, when we meditate, that's really what we're doing. We're connecting with source, with creator, with the divine energy of oneness, and that stillness that we feel and that peace that we feel when we're in that space of no thought is that oneness and that connection with source, which is who we are, right? We have that light within us. We are that source. We're the expressions of that light. We have that light. The light sought to know itself and expressed itself in human form. But part of the human condition is being in a state of separation. And when we are in that state of separation, we can suffer. We find suffering because it's so painful to be separated from that light, from that source. But when we take the time to quiet our minds, to clear away thought, and I actually use this in different meditations. This is like a meditation imagery thing. The space between the thoughts is where our higher self lies, where that energy of source lies, where God lies. And that is when, we can feel that connection with all that is. So, more and more with the craziness in our outer world, I'm finding for myself, and I've been, just saying this to others, it to be essential to continue connecting in with source, because it's going to keep us centered. It's going to keep us grounded. It will keep us in just a flow and really connected with what our higher selves long for us, what our souls long for us. So I want to do a little meditation to help us connect with that energy and to know what it feels like to connect with that energy. And then when we go back in our waking lives, what can happen is we get, all these things come at us. There's relationships with other people, there's fears, there's just all the external world, the stuff going on in the world that can cause us a lot of confusion and pain and suffering. And we get attached to things, and we create stories around them, around experiences we have with other people, around our past. Anyway, all that stuff, we can fall into ego. But we can take time in small moments here and there, just by taking some breaths, by going for a walk in nature, by imagining light flowing in our body, by reading like a prayer or a mantra, to remember that we have that we are one with that light. And actually, that's a mantra I say a lot, is I am one with the light. I am one with the light. I am one with the light. And that really helps remind us and kind of bring us back into center And it doesn't have to be like a 30-minute deep meditation, but these little moments throughout our days when we can start to remember that this is who we are. So we'll do that in a moment. Before I do that, I'm just gonna share a few other things that I've got going on, just so I don't forget at the end. We could just bask in that beautiful vibration. In a few days, the early bird rate for the Intuitive Guide Certificate program that I'm offering is ending. It goes through this Friday, December 15th. So if you've been thinking about sharing your light, stepping into really doing what your soul maybe has longed for you to do, or you've studied different modalities and you haven't quite made it into a business yet, or you haven't quite shared it with others yet, there's probably some fear stopping you, which is very normal, very common. And this program is designed to help people who want to move past that fear, learn some more skills in like life coaching and guided imagery, and learn how to read the Akashic Records for others. We're going to be doing all of these things in this program. And a big piece is, of course, you all know, most of you know I'm a hypnotherapist, is to help clear away any fears or doubts preventing you, or who, if you're thinking about doing this, I'm speaking to you, from really putting yourself out there and saying, like, this is who I am, this is what I have to offer, and sharing your gifts. So I'll put the link in here for the program. It's on my website, soulfulworkconsulting.com, under Intuitive Guide Certificate Program. But there's a few more days for that early bird rate. Okay. And I'm really excited. There's a really cool group taking form right now, and it's going to be a really interesting, awesome year with some very cool people. All right, so let's do the meditation, bringing in and connecting in with the light of source. So you can close your eyes and just come into a comfortable place in your body. Breathing in and out. Breathing into your belly. Taking in a lot of air, holding the air at the top of the inhale, holding the breath. And then slowly exhaling, letting your body relax, releasing any tension. Doing this one last time, breathing like you're blowing up a balloon in your belly. Bring in a whole lot of air into your upper body, heart and lungs, take in even more, expanding that balloon. And then slowly letting it be deflated as you exhale out. Any tension, worry, stress, let it flow out of your body as you exhale. And now just breathe naturally. Just observing what's happening as your breath is slowing a little. Noticing your belly rising and falling. Feeling space being created in your abdomen and in your chest. As your lungs expand and deflate, the rib cage seems to open as the breath is flowing in and out. Just being in awe and reverence of your body and what it means to be alive in a human body. The healing nature of your breath, of the life force keeping you alive in this human body. And as you breathe, become aware deep down within, in the center of your torso, even below your heart, behind and below your heart, of a flame that's burning inside of you, a flickering, maybe steady flame, which is your soul. And as you breathe in, make that flame get brighter and stronger, expand it out. And as you breathe out, allow it to become like liquid light. It maintains its power in your center, but it also spreads through your body. It begins to flow, activating the light of source, the light of creator, the light of God within you with your breath. And with your breath, allow this light to get bigger and bigger, getting brighter until it's this beautiful glowing ball, as big as a basketball, maybe bigger. And feel that light continuing to expand, always maintaining its strong center, that glowing flame, like that core of a candle in the center of your body. Now it might be right behind your heart, a little below still as well. But that expansion is now out beyond your body. And as you activate this light within you, you feel light coming from above you, from around you, connecting you with your own inner light, surrounded by the light of God. That is in all things, that is in the structure of snowflakes, the sacred geometry, in the vibration and ripples of water, in the Fibonacci spiral of shells, in the magic and abundance of leaves growing, in the cycles of seasons, that source, that creator energy that is in all things, in all sentient beings. It is everywhere, it's in smaller pieces and larger pieces. Just feel into that light and feel that you are a part, how much you are a part of that light. It's that beautiful glowing white light, golden light maybe is strong inside of you, and how it pulsates in and out of you, ebbing and flowing like waves going in and out, undulating, just like your breath flowing in, flowing out. Feel the light doing that same motion within you and all around you. And take a moment to really be in this light, to follow its flow, to bask in its essence for a few moments here. If your mind wanders, just come back to the light flowing in and out, feeling your heart open to this, feeling your vibration expanding, just bringing yourself back to being immersed in this light. Your breath is guiding you, following the breath in and out as that light flows in and out in the same fashion. The sense of peace and flow that this energy brings to us is one that it is hard to put words to. It's like floating on your back in the summer in a beautiful pool or lake or pond, the sun shining, just a feeling of pure connection, at one with all that is. And when we become at one, we lose that sense of being separate. We lose the sense of self. We move from being a drop in the ocean to being the ocean. And this is, to me, what source feels like, what it feels like to be at one with God, with Creator. And when we can bring ourselves into these moments of stillness, we find peace and understanding and acceptance of ourselves, of others, of our circumstances, of the world. We just start to feel that everything's going to be all right. And we start to exude that light more and more in all that we do and all that we are and all that we say, to help be of service in a world that badly needs this light. It's so simple. And there's nothing we need to figure out. We just allow, we follow, we surrender. We take action, yes, when it's guided, always being guided by this light. So you can take a deep breath in and out and come into a space of gratitude, if you like, with hands in prayer position or over your heart, just really honoring yourself, honoring the light of Source, and just being in a space of thankfulness. Setting an intention to be in this light more and more in your daily life, asking this light and the expressions of this light, angels, guides, ascended masters, spirit animals, any of those expressions of the light to help guide you so that you may continue to recognize the signs that are sent your way and listen to the intuitive hits and trust your inner self at all times. May it be so, and so it is. So just taking a moment to come back into your body, stretching out, taking a deep breath. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. I still do actually teach workshops on forms of spirit. And whenever I get to the part about source, about God, I'm always like, how do you describe that? How do you even capture this energy? Because it's just a feeling. It's a peace. It's a oneness. It's a being complete, a being whole, a being connected. And that's, we use a lot of adjectives to try to describe this. But I think, more and more when we can just quiet our minds and bring in light and clear away the thoughts, we can bask in this feeling more and more, like I said, and bring it out and be that beacon of light for others. So thank you for being here with me this evening. I'm gonna post this on my meditation podcast called The Courageous Path if you want to listen to again. And in the meantime, the Intuitive Guide program is here for you. If you are curious, if you have any questions, trust. If you're being guided, if you've been looking at the page over and over again and thinking about it, there's probably a reason. And if not, then there's still lots of other ways that you can be guided in your life, of course, to sharing your light and sharing your gifts. And that's just one of them. But all right. Many blessings to you all. Take care. Sending you much love.